Understanding the global competition for power. When I first began to understand the global competition for power, I was excited because I was uncovering something that no one seemed to know about. And the first thing I had to ask myself as I began to understand the global competition for power is, why is it that no one else understands it? Why is this? And of course I had to ask myself, well, could I be wrong? But no, I'm not wrong. So why is it? Why is it that no one understands the global competition for power? Well, there are several reasons. And one reason is they think they understand it. I mean, after all, what's to understand? I'm sure most people watching this are like, what are you talking about? I understand the global competition for power. There's a competition for power going on globally. The end. I mean, what's so complicated about that? Well, it actually is more complicated than you might think. There's a lot of aspects of it. For example, who are the competitors in the competition for power? I wish I could do interviews. Like, I wish I had a guy I could send out to do interviews, a man on the street guy, and interview people, ask them who you think the competitors are in the competition for power. And I got a little clip from a video that should give you some ideas on what people think.
As far as international politics, yeah, to be able to take away someone's life support, that's power.
Wow, what is power? Power is, if you're talking about individuals who are in power, they've achieved some sort of status that allows them to do things that maybe the average person can't. And you achieve power through money and social status. I'm not sure what else.
Power is the ability to exert influence. One group to exert influence on another.
I guess power is a combination of, in my opinion, economical leverage and military force.
I think a powerful country is a country where they have like a lot of resources like oil, gas, these kind of things. That makes me think of power in a political way, yes.
Well, the ability you have to influence or determine others' decisions.
The ability to get someone to do what you want them to do without force.
So who are the competitors? Who is it that is competing for power? You and me and every person on planet Earth. Everyone is competing for power. Every single person on the planet Earth is a competitor. Now you may say, well, I'm not competing for power. What are you talking about? You may not be competing for yourself, but you're competing. Imagine a 100-yard dash and you got a line of competitors and you're one of those competitors, but you're a big fat guy with flip-flops on and you're looking to your left and your right and you're saying, damn, look at this guy next to me. He's got running shoes on, he's fit, he's got all the gear, you know, he's definitely gonna beat me. There's no way I could beat him. So what can I do? Well, I don't like that guy. I don't want him to win, so maybe I'll trip him up. And this guy to the right, you know, I kind of like him, so maybe I'll give him a push and try and help him win. So you may be competing for someone else. You're competing for power, but not for yourself. And then there are those who might say, well, screw this, I'm not going to compete. And you sit down and you fold your arms and you're like, I'm not competing. Well, you are competing. You're just choosing to lose. So, knowing that every single person on the planet Earth is a competitor gives you some insight into their actions. You look at what they say, what they do. It's all about the competition for power. They'll tell you you're wrong to want power. It's evil to want power. What are they trying to do? They're trying to psych you out. They're saying, look, don't race. Again, you're on that starting line of the 100-yard dash, and they're saying, look, this race is evil. You're evil if you try to win this race. It's stupid. Don't race. Don't race. This is evil. But when the starter pistol goes off, you'll see them run like hell, and you'll be like, wait a minute. I thought you said it's evil. Well, it's evil for you to want power, but not for me. I know what to do with it. Believe me, it's all a con. That is the competition for power. Everyone will use every method, including cons. They'll try to manipulate you. They'll try to use every weapon at their disposal, whether it's a firearm or words. They'll try to use whatever they can to gain power. You will try to use whatever you can to gain power. So, what is power? Can you answer that question? I'm sure a lot of people can't. I thought about it. I came up with a definition, and then I found the textbook definition. And they basically are saying the same thing, just using different words. My definition is power is anything that gives you the ability to do something. For example, I can move this over there. I have the power to move it. So what's the textbook definition? The ability to affect change. I changed this. It was here, now it's there. I changed it. I affect change. So both the definitions are saying the same thing. So knowing that power is the ability to affect change, do you want to change the world? Or do you think the world's perfect? You want to leave it exactly the way it is? Of course you want to change the world. And if you want to change the world, you need the ability to affect that change, which is power. So everybody wants power. Anyone that tells you you shouldn't want power or says something stupid like only those who don't want power should have power, that's fucking retarded. Everybody wants power, okay? Everybody wants power. Everybody wants to change things. So, how do you end the competition for power? I mentioned this in the video, How Do You End War? The exact same way. Submission or death. That's how you end the global competition for power. Submission or death. And there are 3 ways to get people to submit: voluntarily, through trade, or through coercion. Not world domination, world submission. That's how you end the global competition for power. So, everyone is competing for the power to change the world.